Namaste children, how are you? I hope all of you are well and fine. So today we are going to learn again the chapter that is water scarcity and conservation, in which we have already learned about the factors those causes shortage of water. So in these factors we have discussed upon population, deforestation and setting up factories. So children, then we have discussed about the need for conserving water, as water is very necessary to conserve this time because there is water scarcity everywhere and day by day it is increasing. So in our previous class we have already learned or discussed about the ways of conserving water, in which we learned that how can we play a vital role by taking a small step, by turn off the tap after using it, not to keep the tap running while brushing teeth or washing hands, then using of a mug and bucket to take bath instead of shower. Likewise, get the leaking pipes and taps repaired, etc. etc. So, these ways of conserving water are previously discussed, and today we are going to discuss that how can we conserve water on a large scale. Before starting the points, let me explain you some words and some terms to make you easier to learn this lesson. First word is reduces. Reduces means to make less. The second word is prevent. Prevent or prevention means to save. Then comes rainwater harvesting. This word, it is having three words: rainwater harvesting, and it means collecting rainwater for day to day use. Means at the time of rain, the water of rain is collected and it will be used in future. That is called rainwater harvesting. Then comes the next word, that is sustaining. Sustaining means maintaining for a long time. Sustainable use means a judicious use to maintain for a long time. That is called sustaining. Then comes underground water. Water that is presented under the surface of the earth. That is called underground water. Then comes the next word, that is water conservation. Water conservation means saving of water. Then comes the next word, that is bit. Bit means very small part. But here in this chapter, this word bit is used for water. Now comes the next term, that is over irrigation. Over irrigation means when the plant is more watered than it is required, it is called over irrigation. Sometimes plants are water enough. That is not better thing, because water is wasted as well as it is not good for the growth of plant also. So to conserve water, the plants are watered as much as they required. Here the word over irrigation means when the plant is more watered than it is required. It is called over irrigation. Next word is flood. Children, flood is a situation in which excess of water flows over the land surface. Sometimes when it rains heavily, there is water and water everywhere, and the condition changes into a flood, and sometimes it creates critical condition or loss. because heavy losses are seen at that time. The cars, jeeps, the fields, there is water everywhere. Nothing is visible when there is water everywhere. So sometimes over rainfall, heavy rainfall creates a condition of flood, and it is a situation in which excess of water flows over the land surface. Then comes the last word. The last word is dam. Dam is a structure and it is usually built over a river or a stream, and the main motto to make dam is to hold back water. So now let's go through the book. We can conserve water on a large scale in the following ways. First, over irrigation of fields should be checked. Means plants should be watered as enough as they require. Second point, water sprinklers should be used for irrigation. This reduces the wastage of water. Let's have the look on sprinkler. This is manual sprinkler. Children, a vessel is visualized here. Like shower, it is having many holes and it can sprinkle water on the plants. It helps in reducing the watering of plant. Then comes use of automatic sprinkler. So it is also a process by which we can reduce the wastage of water, or water is prevented or conserved at the time of irrigation. So these are the two sprinklers. One is manual and second is automatic sprinkler. So water sprinklers should be used for irrigation, and these water sprinklers help in reducing the wastage of water. Third point, regions which get heavy rainfall are often flooded. Means after heavy rainfall there is water and water everywhere, so that proper management of this rainwater will not only prevent the destruction caused by the floods but also help in conserving the water. So dams can be constructed to check floods. They also help to preserve large quantity of water. However, it is important to carefully plan the size, location and use of dams. Have a look on dam. So dams are usually built across a river or a stream. Means these dams are built over heavy or large huge body of water, and they can be constructed to check floods. It is very important to carefully plan the size and location as well as the use of these dams. Next point is, we all need to do as much harvesting of rainwater as possible. Rainwater harvesting means to save rainwater for future use, and we all need to do as much harvesting of rainwater. Means we have to save rainwater. In cities, rainwater flows directly into drains. It should be collected in large underground tanks from where it seeps slowly to the ground. This helps in increasing the level of underground water. Rainwater may also be collected in overhead tanks and used for daily needs. These steps can help in harvesting of rainwater. This is something that needs to be done in every home, school, office and factory. Have a look here where rainwater harvesting is going on. Let's have a look here. This is a picture of a house where we can visualize it is raining and it is a tank over the roof. It is a tank and here rainwater harvesting is going on. You can see in the map here rainwater is preserved for gardening, for car wash. There is a pump also. So rainwater can be used for different kind of purpose after harvesting. We must take care to conserve water and preserve the water for the coming future. All of us need to realize that every drop of water is important for sustaining life on the earth, and all of us must therefore take a pledge to do our bit to save every drop of water. Here the sense of this word bit means we have to preserve a little bit of water, and it is as much as possible from ourselves we must preserve each and every drop of water. Now comes the keywords. Deforestation means cutting of trees in the forest. Then rainfall, as you know, this is amount of rain falling at a place. Then rainwater harvesting means collecting rainwater for day-to-day use. Then comes the word sustaining. Sustaining means maintaining for a long time. Some children are having a habit that they keep anything for a long time in their best way. So here also, in the sense of water conservation, sustaining words comes to maintain it for a long time. Now comes underground water. So water present under the surface of the earth, that is called underground water. Now water conservation means saving of water. These are the keywords. Now let's go through the value-based chapter of this lesson. One day when Aparna's mother was cooking food, Aparna asked her if she could help her. Her mother asked Aparna to wash rice in a bowl with water. She then told Aparna to pour the used water in the plants in their garden. Aparna was a little surprised, but she followed her mother's instructions. Later, on being asked, her mother explained why she asked Aparna to pour the used water in the plants. So people used to wash anything for their households like rice, pulses, vegetables, and the rest of water, the washed water, goes to the sink. Here her mother is she is very conscious to conserve water, and she asked Aparna not to waste the water but to pour the water to the plants. So after learning this story, what morals we learned from this given lesson? The first moral is water is a natural factor. We conserve water, not to waste it, because it is a not good sign for our future. Then again we learned that how can we conserve water? By taking small steps, so that we can also conserve water. Third thing is to be aware of the coming situation where water is required for everywhere for the coming generation. We must conserve it for the future.